Weekly greetings to all. I am William Theo, and this is PTV News Now. First up, House leaders initially recommended returning the proposed 2026 National Expenditure Program to the Department of Budget and Management, or DBM, due to issues in its content. However, they withdrew this stance after Speaker Martin Romualdez advised them to proceed, and after the DBM and the Department of Public Works and Highways assured lawmakers they would fix the problem within 10 days. Appropriations Vice Chair Jose Alvarez and Committee Chair Micaela Swansing both confirmed deliberations will continue, stressing the need to pass the budget on time. Meanwhile, Ako Bicol Representative Zaldico, linked to some of the budget controversies, is abroad for medical treatment, according to the House spokesperson. In addition, Human Rights Committee Chair Bienvenido Abante Jr. called for an investigation into the alleged attempted insertion of 8 billion pesos into the Philippine National Police's 2026 budget. Lawmakers emphasize that the final budget must directly address the needs of Filipinos. Meanwhile, the sitting vice president is following up her as-in comment from yesterday with an equally outrageous claim of being in the crosshairs of another presidential attempt to take her out of public circulation and put her in lockup. This time, she's hurling accusations of a sinister plot brewing in corridors of power in Malacanang to round up she and her allies and put them all in lockup before the 2028 national elections. As if it were not enough, presidential sister/Senator Amy Marcos piled on with a commentary of her own, concurring with the vice president's claim and citing Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla's aspiration and pursuit of the vacated ombudsman post cements her fears of the administration's dogged efforts to keep her from her ascent to the presidency in 2028. In response, Palace Press Officer and PCO Undersecretary Claire Castro casually admitted of such plan, one that exists only in their wild and imaginative minds. A federal judge in Boston ordered the restoration of cuts in research funding in the amount of $2.6 billion, which U.S. President Donald Trump froze in late spring over charges of rampant anti-Semitism and pro-liberal bias. Judge Allison Burroughs, a Obama-appointed magistrate, found little connection over the claim of anti-Semitic leanings in campus, which the Ivy League school administration made efforts to address, and the research funding and grant terminations the White House halted. The judge, in her ruling, stressed Trump's freeze order, above all, violates the First Amendment and warned against any such future directives from the White House on similar or identical grounds. As expected, the White House pushed back on this latest reversal order, citing the judge's liberal and activist predisposition, and vowed to appeal the ruling. The iconic Ivy League institution has been front and center in Trump's war on the academe after Harvard defied calls to submit to oversight of its curriculum, staffing, student recruitment, and diversity in thinking. And at this moment, let's lend our eyes and ears to my colleague in PTV's Baguio City studios for what's hot and happening in the Cordilleras. Audrey?
Naimbag Arabi, impatang ni Department of National Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro nga awan ti dakkel asusik itinagbatan ti Pilipinas ken China. Kinuna na propaganda lang ti China dagiti aligasyon da kontra iti Pilipinas. Dagiti nasaw nga aligasyon ket wagas ti pagilian at China tapno saan nga erupir ti Pilipinas, ti karbangan dayto iti taaw ken tapno saan at tumulong ti kaalyado da pagilian kontra iti 9-dash line ti China. Inyunay-unay na ag gaslighting ti aramidan ti China. Malaksid iti dayta kinuna na ati One China policy ket us-usaran da kontra iti Pilipinas, iti susig da iti Taiwan. Mawatan na matno apay ang madanagan dagiti Pilipino, ngem impasigurado na nga awan ti mangpangpanggap ang mangsakop iti pagilian. Impeteng ti opisyal asaan niya agpadiktar ti Pilipinas iti anyaman a pagilian.
Hindi natin masisisi ang ating mga kababayan dahil nagtatrabaho yan, may ibang ginagawa. Ngunit ilagay po natin sa likod ng isip natin na merong gustong manakop sa atin na gutom dahil gusto kunin lahat ng yaman sa ilalim ng karagatan. Hindi lang sa West Philippine Sea, kung hindi kahit sa Pacific. Ang One China policy, kinocommit naman talaga natin. Ngayon, wag nila tayong diktahan kung ano ang One China policy. Lalong-lalo na kung meron nangyayari dito sa ating lupa. dinidikta ba natin sila kung anong gawin nila doon sa bansa nila? Hindi tayo nakikialam.
Iti sa bali adamag iyal alukoy ti Department of Science and Technology wenno DOST ti panagarama ti publiko iti binukolda a GeoRisk.ph. Sigun kini DOST Secretary Renato Solidong Jr., may sada ito a platform na idisenyo tapno mapabilig pay dagiti local a gobyerno, planners kan ti publiko may naikadagiti science-based hazard information. Imbinglay na ang mabalin ang ma-access dayto iti publiko kan mabalin damatlaang nga i-generate dagiti hazards ti may sa lugar, babaan iti panaykabil da iti lokasyon. Babaan matlaang iti inisyatibo mabaling nga ikabil dagiti LGUs dagiti data da babaan iti feature daytoy a GeoMapper PH kan Plan Smart PH. Babaan daytoy mapapigsa ti local planning processes dagiti lokal a gobyerno.
GeoRisk through its GeoMapper can provide you with this nationally consistent database. But GeoRisk Philippines is more than just a data collection and repository. It is a governance platform that fosters collaboration across sectors and provides clear guidance for decision makers in a transparent, systematic, and efficient manner.
Dagita dagiti damdamag manikod iti PTV Cordillera siak ni Audrey Villana na Imbag Arabi.
Many thanks, Audrey. And with that, we've come to the end of our program tonight. Join us anew tomorrow for another set of major stories here and abroad at the hour. I am William Theo, wishing you all a restful night ahead, and thank you for watching PTV News Now.